Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Adapo11 here with another Star Wars action figure review. Well, actually this is a request from Awesome Studios 274. That is Awesome Studios 274 requested a review on Star Wars Comic Packs The Legacy Collection, IG97 and Rom Mohc. And I just so happened to find it at the right price, and finally I can go ahead and do a review on this. Now this was an exclusive from Walmart, and this is of course contains Star Wars Tales number 4. It has a very intriguing story, and I'm looking forward to reading the comic as well. So here we go. Here is Rom Mohc is an Imperial general involved in the testing of advanced battle droids known as Dark Troopers. One of these droids ends up on Tatooine and becomes activated by scavenging Jawas. The Dark Trooper attacks 3 friends camping in the desert. But things change when the prototype encounters a clumsy IG97 battle droid on Tatooine, and the two machines battle each other. This is going to be really cool, not only to read, but also to have the action figures. So without further ado, let's do a review. Okay, so before we continue on, I just want to go ahead and warn you that spoiler alerts somewhat ahead. I won't get into everything in here, but if you don't want to know what's contained within the comic, then of course you just might want to pause or mute at this time. Pause, fast forward, mute, whatever. So anyway, Star Wars Tales number 4 was a very fun comic to read, and I'll just go ahead and open this up, and if you want to pause it to take a look at the credits, there you go. You can take the time to do that. Now, I very much enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the artwork, and I got to know a little bit of history about these two action figures that we're going to open here pretty soon. So I don't want to spoil the story or anything, but yeah, I would say read it. There is a nice little battle that ensues, so you can see here, very fun. Anyways, I don't want to spoil it again, so here's the back of the comic. And I will tell you this, I'm getting a greater appreciation for Dark Horse not only Dark Horse Comics, but the stories, the alternate now Legends material. So now I can see why there's more anger with the way things have turned out. So anyways, enough of that. Let's get on to the action figures. Okay, so let's start with General Rom Mohc. We can see here that he's a little pale. He needs a little bit of sunlight. But that's cool. I think that matches his character since he's into the dark arts and he's in that weapons program and he's pretty much evil. I'm sure he's not getting much sunlight out there. But anyways, he has swivel joint or swivel articulation at the shoulders and at the waist just above the belt right here and at the hips. Now he does have ball joint articulation at the knees and also at the ankles, but you can see here at the ankles that the paint is not uniform, so wah wah wah. And there's the articulation. He has swivel at the wrists and at the elbows at an angle like Revenge of the Sith, like a lot of them in there, and of course at the shoulders. And he has ball joint at the head. I think his overall paint is great. I think that the paint is really sharp on the rank and insignia. There's no paint detail on the weapon, and of course there's no holster, unfortunately. So let me show you there. There's the weapon, no paint detail. Okay, had no problems putting him into a Marauder action figure stand, so the holes were nice. So no problems there. Anyways, a very nice figure. I think the face sculpt did a great job up there, and we can see that it's all good. Very nice looking figure there. All right, now let's take a look at IG97. Okay, to IG97. Sorry about the abrupt change here. I missed out or overlooked a very cool point of articulation, but here we go. You can see we have the old Attack of the Clones model behind here. They are not exactly the same. You can see that there are differences in the chest piece and the design and the articulation. is different overall as well. Now, this is what I missed out on. His head can rise and fall. I think that's really, really awesome. I like that. It gives it that, the geeky look as well. Plus, if you're taking cover, it just looks cooler when you can shoot over your head like this at the angle of a square and pop your head up and down. So I think that's really cool. Okay, so articulation goes as follows. You can see here, let me go ahead and maybe zoom it up for you a little bit. You can see here, it is on a, not a swivel, but not quite a ball joint either. But it does turn. I don't want to go too far. Maybe it is on a straight ball joint. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a ball joint. I can see it. Okay, so rise, falls. He has here on the back like these ponytails. So when you have his backpack on and he has two different accessories for his back, it doesn't really interfere. Okay, so that's good. Shoulders, now check this out. It's you have some lateral movement. So I really like the fact that it's not just right into the shoulder full-on swivel. So there is some play. He also has the swivel action at the elbows, nothing at the wrists. Again, over on this side as well. There's nothing in the mid of the torso, so he has no abdominal crunch. He has no swivel. Hip joints are the same as the shoulders, both sides. There's some play here, so it really opens up your posturing. So you can go ahead and, there we go. You can go ahead and put him into many more moves, and his kicks, I think this is really cool. So anyways, there goes that swivel action at the knees and the ankles. Now the action figure hole on the action figure stand hole peg, gosh, on the bottom there, I have no problems putting him into a Marauder stand, unlike this guy over here where I can't get him into a stand. No problems putting the firearm in there. It is different from this. They, for some reason, now let me see if I can see this notch. Let me get a pointer here. There's a notch right here. Let me zoom in and get that focus. Now this notch right here that goes into the backpack right here, same backpack, has the hole, but they went ahead and trimmed off. You see, they trimmed it off. So you cannot put his firearm into his backpack, unfortunately. I've tried. There's just no way of doing it. If you found a way, hey, let me know without altering it or, or customizing it. Now you can see here, you could also put the antenna in on the backpack, so you don't have to have this. I really like this figure. This is cool. Come on, focusing. There we go. Well, this is a really well done figure. Oh, also, as you saw here, that this other unit has a blasting effect at the end. Though they kept the male end of it right here, this one won't fit. I could not get this to fit, unfortunately. It's just not, it's too thick. I really like these effects too, but nonetheless, oh yeah, you can see the goofy eyes, just as far as detail is. I like the fact that his eyes are goofy looking to follow that clumsiness, and the teeth, the buck teeth. Gotta love that little addition there. The small minor details really can bring out a character. And such as his being clumsy in the comic, I just think it really fits well. Awesome pack. This is just a really, really well done pack. General Rom Mohc, despite the swivel arms, I think his mold and paint is fantastic. Everything really, really well. I really like these figures, and I'm overly impressed with IG here. I didn't expect to like them this much. That articulation, just a small thing, fantastic. Unfortunately, they did not follow through with some of the stuff, getting his firearm into the backpack. comic was really fun as well. So I'm very happy with this. So hey, I'm glad that Awesome Studios 274 requested this, and there you go. Go ahead and check out his channel. He works on stop motion and whatnot. So I think that's about it, my friends. I hope I covered everything, and appreciate the time. Like and subscribe, and until next time, may the force be with you. Take care, everybody.